Hey guys, there's a lot of discussion, in the recent days, well, this is kind of a video here. Figured, I could probably encourage others out there. I don't know, but, I don't know what the power of my voice can do. Nobody knows the power of their voice, what they can do, but there's just with all recent events with me going on, I figured I'd just go ahead and just kind of open up to you guys and just be myself, I guess, because within the past couple of years, and a lot of people never knew this about me. I've taken caught a lot of my friends off guard, kind of, but I've gained respect, nothing but respect from my friends, and just nothing but overwhelming support. But I figured I could just come out on this video, just nothing, non-edited. It's all me. It's all me being myself, I guess. But you either love it or you hate it. I don't care really anymore. Let's put it out. Let's throw it out there. I'm gay. I'm gay. Nothing more, nothing less to say. It's just I can go through a lot of times in my past where I could just literally go back, rewind, and just correct those mistakes that I made in the past, and just use those mistakes. And every bit of my mistakes that I made was just because I wasn't being myself. I wasn't being who I was. I never connected to my inner self. And a lot of it is about, you know, loving who you are and accepting it. And quite honestly, I've known I was gay since I was 12. Since I was 12 years old. And the problem with it is I am 22 now. And, I acted like a complete douchebag to a lot of people. Douchebag to just a lot of people that actually did care about me. And then I just pushed them away because I wasn't being honest with myself. I wasn't embracing who I really was. And obviously, it led me down some of the wrong paths at times. I mean, I resulted in alcohol quite a few times in my past. It resulted in just me resenting a lot of people that actually did care about me, and I pushed them away. And I there's just so much in my mind at this point, which I feel like I just want to kind of open up to you guys and just tell you guys, you know, yes, I was kicked out of my own house for being gay. My parents didn't want me around anymore. They felt the need that they couldn't love a gay son because I was, quote unquote, sinning and going against their religion and blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. If somebody is in a situation like that, and where your parents are just all out, overly controlling, and just won't let you be yourself, won't let you be who you want to be. And honestly, that was me. I was never really able to enjoy my life and be happy with myself because my parents brainwashed me into thinking homosexuality was a sin. Nobody knows that for a fact. Nobody knows that for a fact. And quite honestly, you read in... I'm no Christian scientist. I'm no Bible philosopher. But I can tell you for a fact that there are translations out there. The word homosexuality being a sin, and even that word homosexuality wasn't put into the Bible until the 1800s. And before then, Bible wasn't... The Bible, there's no really original tracings as to what the actual Bible, the real Bible said. The Bible has been watered down and it just pretty much rained on so many times that the original writing is just gone. You don't really know what the original translation really is because it's been paraphrased, translated and screwed around with so many times that do you trust what a book is going to tell you? Do you really trust that? I mean, the way I look at it, if I'm not sitting here and I'm not alive and I'm alive right now, I'm not going through any form of health problem, then I'm doing the right thing. I'm listening to myself. I'm listening to what God wants me to do. And honestly, you can take offense to this if you want. I really could care less. I don't care how many subscribers I lose, but I've in the past I felt like I've cheated death a couple times. I nearly died in a car accident. Well, not really nearly died, but I could have gotten seriously injured and I could have been killed. 18-wheeler sideswipe in my old car. I've nearly died twice from alcohol poisoning, being hospitalized in the ER. I've been thrown around by people. I've hung out with the wrong types of people, which led me into that whole ordeal of being hospitalized because of either alcohol, having too much alcohol in my system, or just having injuries done. I mean, there's so many things out there, and then when your parents don't have much support for you and they don't really want you to be yourself and not love you for who you are and have unconditional love like a parent should have, it blows you away, doesn't it? I mean, I look at just everything that happened to me more or less as a blessing. I don't look at it as a way to reflect on and say, oh, well, it all happened for a reason. And you realize that you find out who your real friends are in situations like that. Because let's just be honest here. Real friends aren't going to hurt their other friend, to say the least. They wouldn't sit there and let if I were on fire, my best friend would never watch me burn. He would try to put that fire out and take me to a hospital, get my injuries treated. Correct, But there are people out there that treat you like shit. And honestly, this is my point of view. I have quite a few really good friends. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who follow me, who are friends with me on Facebook, already know that I've had a rough past. I've had countless times where, people ditched me and turned me away whenever I needed them the most. And what happens? I get hurt. I would always get either pushed away or I would push somebody away, or I would have to push somebody away out of my life. It works both ways within that, but, the way I see it, my grandmother passed away back in August. Obviously, I'm still upset about it. I still cry about it a lot. I get emotional. I mean, my parents kicking me out of the house. Yes, that's horrible. It's horrible, but the thing is, I got a roof over my head. I got a nice warm bed to sleep in now. I'm not jumping from friends' houses and having to go back to my own house in the middle of the day where my parents aren't there, to collect things or just actually get a good night's sleep. This is one of the reasons why I moved up to New Hampshire, because my parents threw me away. They kicked me out. They didn't want me anymore because I wouldn't go by what they wanted from me. They wanted me to be straight, marry a woman, and have kids. And honestly, I've dated girls in the past just to make myself look straight, so they wouldn't get all defensive about themselves and throw me away then and find out. I really hit it well, and it's a matter of fact of that, throughout all bits and pieces of crisis within your life, you're going to have a true friend out there that's going to help you. And my true friends out there, I've met quite a few of them. I'm pretty sure you guys know Ethan S. Elevators, or TJS 268. Just one of the, by far the nicest person I've ever met. And you also know Long Island Elevators. His family is the one that took me in whenever I didn't really have much to go for. And look at me now. I have a nice warm bed to sleep in at night. I have a roof over my head. And more importantly, I actually have income because I'm actually working. And those three things, people sit there all the time and you hear, kids and their parents argue and you hear them say, "Oh, my parents hate me," I can, for one, tell you that's not true. If you have parents that are nice enough to keep you under the roof of their house and let you live under their roof and not want you to be out in the elements or thrown away, then they love you. No matter what. That's unconditional love right there, no matter what you do. Your parents would love you no matter what. My parents threw me away. And obviously, I doubted myself at times. I had no self esteem, but look at me now. I got a lot going for me, and there's a lot more going for me. But my boyfriend is Crapper1. I'm dating Crapper1 on YouTube. Yes, he is my soulmate to say the least. And I'm just much happier within my surroundings and my situation because guess what? Not only do I have a boyfriend, but I have really good friends that just that want me to do the right thing, and I have a family that took me in whenever I had nothing and made things better for me and helped me along the way instead of trying to hurt me. Got me out of a toxic situation. And those are the things you need to be thankful for in life within your surroundings. If you ever think your parents hate you, take a second look. There are people out there that they're thrown away all the time by their own parents and disowned because of one thing that they do that their parents didn't agree with. Normally, parents, obviously, is something they probably wouldn't agree with, being gay, but they would still love you no matter what. My parents didn't. They threw me away where I was left out to pretty much brave the elements and die and, deal with people in the real world and just pretty much live out of my car or jump from friends' houses and then come home during the afternoons to even get sleep. And I look back at everything and, I should have realized that in the first place. That just wasn't right. I'd had people brainwash me into thinking, if you want to get back in that house, you got to be straight. You have to be straight. Do I want to live in that house again? Fuck no. You know exactly where I come from. All my friends that talked to me, that room that I would always be in, was a pile of trash. It was literally disgusting. There was crap left out everywhere. Some of it was mine. Some of it wasn't. A lot of the trash in there was not mine. That was my parents doing. Just dumping shit down there and not respecting me as a person. I really didn't even have a bed to sleep in. I had an air mattress that I slept on because they didn't have enough money to provide me a bed. And they didn't have enough money to provide me medical help and psychiatric help whenever I needed it. Parents would probably go out of their way for their kid and make sure that everything's right. Go out of their way for their son or daughter and make sure they're happy and make sure because that's what being a parent is, right? Unconditional love again. But my parents didn't do that. They didn't go out of their way to help, to make me happy or, they went by what they wanted to believe in. And here's my choice. This is my thing to say to anybody who's questioning coming out or even questioning their orientation. It's okay. It's okay to be gay. Someone may not like you, but someone will. And it's going to get better throughout your entire life. It's going to help you, realize. It's made me think, because I was always the one to sit there and say, I'm not gay. And someone would sit there and call me gay, and I would obviously blow up at them and say, I'm not gay. And I would get up in their face. That's a matter of denial. That's really a matter of denial right there. And if you sit there and think it's okay to make fun of someone who's gay, you need to think again. You don't know what kind of life they're having, what kind of problems they're having in life. You need to make a second look. And anybody out there that wants to sit there and ridicule a gay person or someone who's homosexual, someone who's lesbian, bisexual, transgender, gay, any of in that situation, in those fit within that category. If you want to sit there and bully those types of people, you got something wrong with you. That's the main thing. You got something wrong with you. If you want to sit there and say being gay or being bisexual, being transgender is a mental disorder, I'm sorry, it's not. Your fate is decided for you at birth when you're pretty much born. your fate is decided, and you're whatever you're gonna like. You may not realize it at first, but you're gonna realize it later on down the road. And obviously, me, I like I said, I dated girls just to make myself look straight, and it forced myself into situations where I would just end up getting hurt. And I probably should have followed what I believed in earlier on in life. But here's the thing: I may have broken people's hearts in the past. I may have said something that I didn't. I may have pushed somebody away in the past that would have never. And I may have burned up trust with people because of who I am. But let me just tell you this right now: I'm a changed person. I'm a better person than what I used to be. I'm I'm much more considerate of others, to say the least. I listen. I have a listening ear. I have a listening type attitude, and I have that of advice to give when I feel necessary to give somebody advice. It's And the thing is, if someone else is out there that is going through the same stuff I was going through, questioning if they're gay or not, or who's gonna like them, someone's gonna love you no matter what. It may not be family, but it may be a really close friend that you never realized was there for you, and wouldn't say anything to hurt you. That's the thing. If you're questioning yourself, if you're thinking, okay, I may be gay, I may be bisexual, I may be transgender, I don't know what I am, talk to somebody about it. Talk to somebody you trust. Talk to somebody you know that's not going to say an unkind thing to you. That's what I did. And hearing it from people that said, wow, I never knew that about you, but I feel trusted. It's gonna make your life a lot better if you talk to somebody instead of keeping it in. Because me, I didn't have very many friends in life. I never really knew what it was like to have real friends that would help you. I've had so many people burn me in the past and cut communication with me just because I've been an asshole towards them, and I never should have been. I should have spoken with them then, sat down and talked to somebody then. But I didn't have very many people that I trusted, and now I do. And the thing is, if you have someone in your life who you trust with every bit and piece, talk to them. Don't waste any time. Time is a precious thing. Time can't be wasted, yet it can't be rushed. Talk to somebody. If you even have that feeling like, okay, yes, I'm gay, but I'm worthless. You're not. Get this. You're gay. You make the world go. We're the people that make the world go round, for God's sakes. We're the type of people that put the color in other people's lives, and we can make a change within every bit of what we do and what we say to other people, and we can help other people if we just try. If we have just that bit of power behind us to do it. If you have a friend that's questioning their orientation, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Tell them that doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Being gay doesn't make you a bad person. Being gay never does make you a bad person. The thing that will make you a bad person is if you turn that person away. That's what makes you the bad person in life. People shouldn't judge others. You don't know what their life story is, and you don't know what they've put up with. And if I could go back in time and just could have come out to my parents earlier instead of later, and if I had actual friends that I trusted, and if I could do that, I would do it so quickly. And it wouldn't have ended up me having to move out and move away from all the toxic environment later on in life. And it wouldn't have made me into who I was. It wouldn't have resulted me into going into alcohol and drinking myself drunk at night and crying myself to sleep because people would cut communications with me. If I had that one person whenever I was younger, I would have done it so quickly. And here's the thing: if you're gay right now and you don't think you're wanted by somebody. Trust me, you are. And you mean the world to that one person. It's what you do. It's what you say that can make the biggest difference to someone's life. You always have somebody in your life that can make a difference in your life. You can make that difference to somebody else's life. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Just be yourself. Be you. You're what makes the world a different thing. You're the world. You're the one. Let me rephrase it. You're the one that adds that bit of color to the world and makes things beautiful and makes things vibrant and just sparks color throughout the world. And it's what you can do. It's that one thing you say to somebody. It's what makes a big difference. That's all I'm saying. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. Look, thank you guys for understanding. More videos are coming very soon. I really feel like I let a huge weight off my chest. I've been hiding this from an audience. Well, let me rephrase that. I've been hiding this for a while, and only select people know. It's time I kind of let the world know who I am. And I'm James Brock. I'm gay, and I am proud to be gay. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. You guys have an awesome day.